Hey everyone, welcome back to Edu Expert, your smart learning hub. When we talk about the modern era of warfare, one of the most fascinating and strategically important innovations is the development of long-range cruise missiles. Among them, the Russian Kh-101, also known as the Kh-101, stands out as a unique piece of advanced military technology. This missile is not just a weapon, it is the result of decades of research, testing, and technological evolution in precision-guided systems. The Kh-101 was designed to provide Russia with a reliable long-distance strike capability, allowing it to hit targets thousands of kilometers away with impressive accuracy. Unlike ballistic missiles that travel in a predictable high-arc trajectory, the Kh-101 flies at low altitudes and follows a stealthy path, making it difficult for radar systems to detect and intercept. Its aerodynamic design reduces its visibility to enemy defense systems, while its advanced navigation technology ensures that it can strike within meters of its intended target. Introduced in the early 2000s, it has been used in several real-world conflicts, which has demonstrated both its effectiveness and its importance in modern military strategy. What makes the Kh-101 even more interesting is the combination of long-range, advanced guidance systems, and the ability to carry different types of warheads, making it versatile in different combat scenarios. For many defense experts, the Kh-101 represents a step forward in the future of aerial warfare, especially as the world moves toward highly precise and harder-to-detect weapons. In this video, we will explore every detail of the Kh-101, from its history and design to its role in modern conflicts, and we will see why it is often compared to America's Tomahawk cruise missile. So, sit back and get ready for a deep dive into one of Russia's most powerful and intriguing missile systems. The Kh-101, often written as X-101, is a Russian air-launched cruise missile that has gained significant global attention due to its unique design and capabilities. But what exactly is the X-101? In simple terms, it is a long-range, stealth-enabled, precision-guided missile developed by Russia as part of its strategic modernization program. Unlike older generations of Soviet-era missiles, the X-101 was specifically engineered to meet the challenges of modern warfare, where accuracy, stealth, and range are crucial. The missile is launched from heavy bombers such as the Tu-95 Mega Siemens and the Tu-160, and once released, it is capable of flying thousands of kilometers at subsonic speeds. What makes the X-101 stand out is its ability to navigate through complex routes, flying at very low altitudes to avoid detection by enemy radar systems. Technologically, the X-101 incorporates advanced guidance systems, including GLONASS satellite navigation, terrain contour matching, and digital scene mapping, which allows it to strike its target with remarkable accuracy, often within just a few meters. Its aerodynamic structure is designed to minimize its radar cross-section, which means it is much harder to detect compared to conventional missiles. Moreover, it has the flexibility to carry different types of warheads, making it useful in various combat missions ranging from conventional precision strikes to potential nuclear deterrence when paired with its nuclear variant, the Kh-102. In essence, the X-101 is not just a missile, it is a representation of how modern warfare has shifted from sheer explosive power to smart, precise, and hard-to-detect weapon systems. For Russia, it serves as both a symbol of technological advancement and a strategic tool to balance power against other military superpowers. For defense analysts worldwide, the X-101 is a subject of deep study, as it highlights how future conflicts may be shaped by stealth, accuracy, and long-range precision strikes. The history of the Kh-101, also known as the X-101, is closely tied to the transformation of Russia's defense industry after the collapse of the Soviet Union. During the Cold War, the Soviet Union relied on a wide range of missile systems, but many of them became outdated by the 1990s. When the Soviet Union dissolved in 1991, Russia inherited an enormous military arsenal but also faced the challenge of modernizing its weapons to compete with Western technology, particularly with the United States Tomahawk cruise missiles. It was during this time that the idea of developing a new generation long-range cruise missile took shape, and the Kh-101 project began. The development officially started in the late 1980s but accelerated in the 1990s, when Russia realized it needed a missile that could strike distant targets with pinpoint accuracy while remaining undetected by advanced NATO radar systems. Engineers worked on improving range, stealth, and guidance technologies. By the early 2000s, the first successful tests of the Kh-101 were conducted, and the missile entered service with the Russian Air Force not long after. One of the most notable milestones in its history was its first reported combat use in Syria around 2015, where Russia demonstrated its long-range strike capabilities to the world. This not only showcased the effectiveness of the Kh-101 but also sent a strong geopolitical message about Russia's ability to project power beyond its borders. Since then, the missile has been further refined, and updated versions continue to be tested and deployed. The Kh-101's background tells a story of adaptation, from the struggles of post-Soviet Russia to the creation of a modern, cutting-edge missile system that competes with some of the most advanced weapons in the world. Its history highlights the shift from older, brute-force Soviet strategies to precision-based, stealth-driven modern warfare. When it comes to technical features, the Kh-101 stands out as one of the most advanced cruise missiles in Russia's arsenal. Designed with stealth and precision in mind, the missile combines modern aerodynamics with state-of-the-art guidance systems to ensure both survivability and accuracy. Measuring nearly 7.5 meters in length and weighing around 2,400 kilograms, the Kh-101 is a sizable weapon, yet its design minimizes radar visibility. Its body is built with radar-absorbing materials and shaped with smooth contours to reduce its radar cross-section, making it far more difficult for enemy air defenses to detect and track. One of the most impressive aspects of the X-101 is its range. Unlike older Soviet missiles that could only cover limited distances, the Kh-101 can travel up to 4,500–5,500 kilometers depending on the payload and flight profile. This extended range allows it to be launched from well within Russian territory while still reaching distant targets across continents. Its speed is subsonic, traveling at roughly 700 to 970 kilometers per hour, which might not sound fast compared to hypersonic weapons, but its stealth design and terrain-hugging flight path make it extremely challenging to intercept. The missile carries a warhead weighing between 400 to 450 kilograms, capable of delivering both high-explosive and specialized payloads. More importantly, its accuracy is outstanding. Thanks to its integration of GLONASS, Russia's satellite navigation system, inertial navigation, and terrain contour matching, the Kh-101 achieves a circular error-probable (CEP) of just 5 to 10 meters. This means it can reliably strike specific military installations, command centers, or infrastructure targets with surgical precision. Overall, the technical sophistication of the Kh-101 reflects Russia's focus on combining range, accuracy, and stealth. Instead of relying solely on brute force, this missile demonstrates how modern warfare is increasingly dominated by smart technology that can strike quietly, effectively, and from a safe distance. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Kh-101 cruise missile is its highly advanced guidance system, which makes it one of the most precise weapons in modern military arsenals. Unlike older Soviet-era missiles that relied heavily on simple inertial navigation, the Kh-101 incorporates a combination of cutting-edge technologies to achieve near-perfect accuracy. Its guidance system is built around a layered approach, blending satellite navigation, onboard sensors, and digital mapping to ensure that the missile reaches its target even in challenging environments. At the core of this system is Russia's GLONASS satellite navigation network, which works similarly to the American GPS. This allows the Kh-101 to constantly update its position during flight and adjust its course if necessary. Alongside this, the missile uses an inertial navigation system (INS) that relies on internal gyroscopes and accelerometers to measure movement and orientation. This ensures that the missile continues to fly accurately even if satellite signals are jammed or disrupted by electronic warfare. Another key feature is terrain contour matching (TERCOM). By comparing preloaded digital maps of the Earth's surface with the actual terrain it flies over, the Kh-101 can fly extremely low, sometimes just tens of meters above the ground, while staying on course. This low-altitude flight not only keeps it hidden from radar but also improves its accuracy by allowing precise adjustments along the way. Additionally, the missile uses digital scene matching area correlation (DSMAC), where onboard cameras capture images of the terrain and compare them with stored reference images to confirm its exact position. Thanks to this combination of technologies, The Kh-101 has an exceptional circular air probable (CEP) of just 5 to 10 meters, meaning it can strike within a few meters of its intended target. This level of precision makes it a strategic tool for hitting critical infrastructure, command centers, or military installations while minimizing collateral damage. The guidance system of the Kh-101 is a perfect example of how modern warfare emphasizes smart accuracy over sheer destructive power. The Kh-101 cruise missile is an air-launched weapon, which means it relies on heavy strategic bombers as its primary launch platforms. Unlike ground or sea-based missile systems, the Kh-101 is specifically designed to be carried and deployed from aircraft, giving it a unique strategic advantage. By launching from the air, the missile already starts its journey at high altitude and significant distance from enemy defenses, which greatly extends its effective reach. This feature allows Russia to strike targets thousands of kilometers away without its bombers ever leaving secure airspace. The two main aircraft platforms for the Kh-101 are the Tu-95MS, Bear, and the Tu-160 Blackjack. The Tu-95MS, a turboprop-powered bomber, can carry multiple Kh-101 missiles mounted under its wings and fuselage pylons. Despite being an older aircraft, it remains a cornerstone of Russia's long-range aviation because of its ability to carry these modern cruise missiles. The Tu-160, on the other hand, is a supersonic heavy bomber capable of carrying even more missiles in its internal bomb bays. Known as the largest and fastest bomber in the world, the Tu-160 can deliver a powerful payload of Kh-101s over intercontinental distances. Each bomber can carry a significant number of missiles at once. For example, a single Tu-160 can be equipped with up to 12 Kh-101 missiles, while the Tu-95 Mega Siemens can carry around 6 to 8, depending on configuration. This means that even a small fleet of bombers can unleash a large wave of precision-guided strikes, overwhelming enemy defenses. By being launched from these long-range bombers, the Kh-101 gains incredible flexibility. The bombers can patrol in secure zones, launch the missiles from hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away, and allow the missiles to do the rest of the work. This combination of bomber platforms and long-range cruise missiles gives Russia one of the most potent standoff strike capabilities in the world. The Kh-101 has not only been a technological achievement for Russia but has also seen real-world combat use, proving its value on the battlefield. Since its introduction in the early 2000s, the missile has been tested in various military exercises, but its first widely reported combat use was during Russia's intervention in Syria in 2015. In this conflict, Tu-95 Mega Siemens and Tu-160 bombers launched Kh-101 missiles against terrorist infrastructure, command centers, and supply depots. The strikes were not only militarily significant but also served as a demonstration to the world of Russia's ability to conduct long-range precision attacks far from its borders. What stood out during the Syrian operations was the accuracy and effectiveness of the Kh-101. Videos released by the Russian Ministry of Defense showed the missile flying long distances and hitting specific targets with minimal collateral damage. These strikes highlighted the missile's guidance system and stealth capabilities, reinforcing its reputation as a powerful precision weapon. The Kh-101 has also been prominently used in the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Since 2022, reports from both Russian and Western sources have confirmed multiple launches of Kh-101 missiles against strategic infrastructure such as energy facilities, logistics hubs, and military command posts. These operations underline the missile's role as a strategic tool in Russia's arsenal, capable of targeting critical systems to disrupt an opponent's ability to sustain prolonged warfare. From a military perspective, the use of the Kh-101 shows a shift toward precision-guided standoff weapons. Instead of deploying aircraft deep into enemy territory and risking interception, Russian bombers can release Kh-101s from a safe distance, allowing the missiles to do the dangerous work. This not only protects valuable aircraft and pilots but also increases the overall survivability of strike missions. In short, the Kh-101's combat record has demonstrated both its strengths and its importance in Russia's military strategy. Whether in Syria or Ukraine, the missile has shown that it is not just a theoretical weapon but a practical and highly effective tool of modern warfare. When analyzing the Kh-101, it is often compared with other famous long-range cruise missiles, particularly the American Tomahawk. Both missiles share the same purpose: delivering precision strikes against high-value targets from a safe distance. However, there are key differences in design, technology, and operational philosophy that make each unique. The Tomahawk, developed by the United States, has been in service since the 1980s and has seen extensive use in conflicts such as the Gulf War, Iraq, Afghanistan, and Libya. It has proven itself as one of the most reliable long-range strike weapons in the world. With a range of about 1,600 kilometers for most variants, it offers solid precision and effectiveness. The Kh-101, however, surpasses this in terms of range, reportedly reaching between 4,500 to 5,500 kilometers. This gives Russia the ability to strike targets much farther away without moving its launch aircraft close to enemy defenses. Another comparison can be made with Russia's own older Kh-555, which is essentially a modified Soviet-era missile. While the Kh-555 served as a stepping stone, it lacked the stealth features and advanced guidance systems of the Kh-101. The introduction of radar-absorbing materials, improved navigation, and longer range in the Kh-101 made it a much more modern and survivable weapon. Then there is the nuclear variant, the Kh-102, which shares the same design but is equipped with a nuclear warhead. This makes it a strategic deterrence weapon rather than just a conventional precision strike tool. In contrast, the Tomahawk does not currently have a nuclear version in active service. Overall, the Kh-101 represents a blend of stealth, long range, and precision, whereas the Tomahawk represents decades of proven combat reliability and widespread deployment. Defense analysts often note that while the Tomahawk is a battle-tested veteran, the Kh-101 shows how Russia has caught up in cruise missile technology, pushing the boundaries of range and stealth. The Kh-101 cruise missile, while already a sophisticated weapon, has continued to evolve through a series of modern upgrades that enhance its effectiveness and survivability in today's rapidly changing battlefield environment. Russia has invested in improving its range, guidance accuracy, stealth features, and overall flexibility to ensure the missile remains a relevant and powerful tool in its strategic arsenal. One of the key upgrades focuses on improved navigation systems. With the growing importance of electronic warfare, adversaries often attempt to jam satellite signals like GPS or GLONASS. To counter this, newer versions of the Kh-101 are believed to include more advanced inertial navigation systems and digital scene matching technology, ensuring the missile can still accurately strike targets even in areas with strong electronic interference. Another area of development is in stealth and survivability. The latest Kh-101 models reportedly incorporate improved radar-absorbing materials and refined aerodynamic shapes to further reduce radar cross-section. This makes the missile even harder to detect and intercept, especially when flying at low altitudes along terrain-hugging paths. In terms of warheads, Russia is also believed to be working on modular payloads that allow the Kh-101 to adapt to different mission requirements. This could include enhanced conventional warheads for precision strikes, penetrator types for fortified targets, and even specialized electronic warfare payloads. Looking into the future, defense analysts suggest that Russia may use the Kh-101 as a platform to test technologies for hypersonic cruise missiles, combining long-range endurance with speeds exceeding Mach 5. While this remains speculative, such a development would mark a revolutionary leap in missile technology. Overall, the continuous upgrades and potential future versions of the Kh-101 show Russia's intent to maintain an edge in long-range precision strike capabilities. By combining stealth, smart guidance, and adaptability, the missile is expected to remain a central component of Russia's strategic forces well into the next decade. The strategic importance of the Kh-101 cannot be overstated. In modern military doctrine, having the ability to strike targets at long range with precision and stealth provides a country with both offensive and defensive advantages. For Russia, the Kh-101 is not just another cruise missile, it is a critical tool for maintaining balance against NATO and the United States, which possess their own advanced long-range weapons such as the Tomahawk. From a strategic perspective, the Kh-101 gives Russia the ability to project power far beyond its borders. With a range of up to 5,500 kilometers, Russian bombers can launch these missiles from deep inside secure airspace and still hit high-value targets across Europe, the Middle East, or Asia. This standoff capability reduces the risk to Russian aircraft and pilots while forcing adversaries to invest heavily in missile defense systems. The missile also plays a key role in deterrence. The mere knowledge that Russia possesses a weapon capable of accurately striking command centers, energy grids, or critical infrastructure thousands of kilometers away influences the calculations of potential adversaries. Even without the use of its nuclear counterpart, the Kh-102, the conventional Kh-101 is powerful enough to alter strategic balances. Another layer of importance lies in Russia's geopolitical messaging. Whenever Kh-101 missiles are used in combat operations, such as in Syria or Ukraine, they send a signal not just to the immediate opponent but to the entire world about Russia's ability to conduct precision strikes. This enhances Russia's image as a global military power capable of competing with Western nations in advanced weaponry. In essence, the Kh-101 is more than just a missile, it is a symbol of modern strategic warfare, representing range, precision, and deterrence. Its existence alone reshapes the calculations of adversaries and ensures that Russia retains a powerful seat at the table in global military and political affairs. As we come to the conclusion of this deep dive into the Kh-101 cruise missile, it becomes clear that this weapon is far more than just another addition to Russia's arsenal. It embodies the modern philosophy of warfare: precision, stealth, long-range capability, and strategic impact. In the past, wars were decided by massive troop movements and tank battles, but today, conflicts are shaped by advanced technologies like the Kh-101 that can change outcomes without even crossing borders. For Russia, the Kh-101 represents not only a military tool but also a form of political leverage. The knowledge that such a missile exists, capable of striking thousands of kilometers away with pinpoint accuracy, forces adversaries to think twice before escalating tensions. It is not just about physical destruction but about psychological influence, deterrence, and maintaining a balance of power in an increasingly complex world. At the same time, the Kh-101 highlights the ongoing global race for advanced missile technology. While the United States relies heavily on the Tomahawk, and China develops its own next-generation long-range systems, the Kh-101 ensures that Russia remains at the forefront of this competition. This constant evolution of technology shows that the battlefield of the future will not necessarily be about numbers but about who can strike smarter, faster, and farther. For viewers, understanding the Kh-101 is not simply about military fascination. It is about recognizing how such weapons shape international relations, security policies, and even the balance between peace and war. Whether one views it as a defensive necessity or a potential threat, there is no denying the significance of the Kh-101 in global affairs. So, the next time you hear about tensions between superpowers, remember that behind the headlines are systems like the Kh-101, silent, airborne, and capable of rewriting history in a matter of minutes. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep insights into the world of advanced technology and defense.